What's going on YouTube? Fesify Media. This is the story episode 35. Today we're going to be doing J Hus. Make sure you like this video. Let's get it to 1,000 likes and we'll have another video dropping on Monday. And of course, subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell if you haven't already. Let's get straight into the video. So guys, as always, we start with the intro and facts. J Hus is currently 25 years old, born the 27th of May 1995. He's a rapper, singer and songwriter signed to the record label Blackbird Records. He first gained popularity in 2015 with his song Dem Boy Pagan. I remember running up this song in school on my Blackberry and it was literally blowing up. J Hus was born in London and grew up in Stratford district. He is Gambian and Ghanaian descent and was raised by his mother, who emigrated to England when she was just 25 years old. He was raised as a Muslim and growing up he wanted to be an actor, but in the year 10 and year 11 it was whatever really. And he was expelled from school because in his own words he started to get into a bit of trouble. In September 2014, after following prison stints, he was advised to focus on music and pursue an actual career by his childhood friend Mo, which he would do, and this brings us on to his crazy music rise.
It's over, surrounded by the dookiest cobras, ain't nothing calm. And I'm just trying to put bread in my brother's palm. Niggas wanna see me dead in my mother's arms. Ghost me, the juju man said it won't happen. I'm kicking back, pulled up in a Volkswagen. All the peace that I lost is like I grind for nothing.
As for J Hus's music rise, we'll go through some of his most notable work. Of course, he had a lot of early freestyles, that was one I just put in, but the first proper break was his Grime Daily one on 4.7 million views, and it had hashtag rated on it. He then had Dem Boy Pagan, his first proper big track, which has got 11 million views on YouTube. Lean on Bop as well, another anthem that went round, 15 million views on YouTube. Tracks like No Lie dropped as well on Link Up TV, 5.3 million views. Then had his Fire in the Booth, quite an underrated one on just 7.4 million views. Big tracks and big singles will come out like Friendly on 80 million views, Spirit on 20 million views. He had a feature as well with Dave Samantha, that's on 53 million views and one of his biggest songs. His biggest song to date is definitely Did You See, 81 million views just on YouTube alone. And he had Buff Daddy as well on 30 million views, and more recently he dropped his new album. The biggest single in that is probably Must Be, and that's on 8.1 million views on YouTube. The albums he's had so far are Common Sense, which came out in 2017. It peaked at number 6 on the charts and went platinum. And then he had also more recently Big Conspiracy come out in 2020, which peaked at number 1 on the charts and is currently gold. J Hus also currently has one of the best daily duppies, which is on over 10 million views. He can switch it up and do it all, and the thing I like the most, he don't even need a feature, he can run a track himself. At the end of 2018, J Hus did have a little setback. He got sentenced to 8 months in jail after admitting carrying a knife in a public place. Probably the paranoia of his old lifestyle carrying around, and didn't want to get caught slipping. A lot of videos are getting posted around that time of rappers caught slipping. But he carried a knife, he done his time, and a couple of months later when he come back, he was brought out by Drake in April of 2019.
Career that I'm just blessed to even be a part of. And this is something I wanted to make happen for the whole week, and I'm just glad that I could make it happen with this group of people in this building, because y'all been going crazy all night. So if anybody's sitting down right now, I need you to stand up, because we're about to celebrate one of our brothers tonight. I'm ready if you're ready. Let's go! Yeah.
That was an amazing comeback from J Hus. To be brought out by Drake was absolutely crazy. But another funny story, and talking about crimes being committed, there was someone that went on a Segway, which was trending at the time, into a local supermarket and stole some Lucasades, and J Hus got accused of it, and his response was so funny. This clip literally went viral.
Anyone who may recognise the man captured in the footage.
You don't know banter, yeah. Stop saying this guy is me, innit? I didn't rob no fucking Lucasades, bro. Why the fuck would I rob Lucasades? I got 6 figures in my fucking bank account. You niggas, when I see you in the road, I'm gonna punch you lot up.
As far as J Hus beefs within the industry or just in general, he keeps himself to himself and he gets on with most people, but Kojo Funds and him have had back and forths over the years. I'll put it in now, if you guys that have seen it, you can use the scroller to skip the Kojo versus J Hus part. of this video. So guys, first things first, Kojo Funds and J Hus, their beef first started when Kojo Funds thought J Hus was dissing him on Twitter. I can't find any tweet, anything directed at him, but Kojo Funds took it that way, and he was in an interview saying that J Hus was dissing him on socials. And strangely enough, J Hus made a song called Want From Me, and Kojo Funds actually remixed the song, which would be showing them love. So that was a weird thing that happened early on in this beef, is that Kojo Funds remixed one of J Hus's songs. I don't know if J Hus took it as disrespectful that Kojo Funds was just like biting one of these songs, but he did actually respond on a song called Della Jaw and actually go at Kojo. He said, little Kojo's scared, Kojo's stressing, Kojo ran off, left his blessings, left his pride, left his brethren, Kojo's lying, time for confessions, Kojo what, Kojo who, Kojo, oh I got more funds than you. Very direct from J Hus and the first shot he sent at Kojo Funds. And he also said, don't act foolish, you know what your crew did. So he was actually stabbed, and I think this was a reference that Kojo's people was the ones that made that happen. So he was saying don't act stupid to Kojo, you know what this is all about, them two having that kind of beef. And then confirmation come out, it was something to do with Kojo's people, because Kojo made a reply track called Araba, and in that, J Hus in the hospital after he got stabbed was actually the thumbnail, it was just a bit blurred. And he replied directly to J Hus in this song. He said some deep stuff. He said, I'll catch him slipping like black butter, that I cut him up with a black cutter, and I leave him in Stratford gut. Also in that song, of course, he said 16th, yeah, that's my postcode, you don't want to come to my zone. Obviously co-signing where he's from, and literally co-signing the beef against J Hus and his people. The end of this track was so deep and literally one of the harshest things. He said, stab to your chest, say, oh man. Of course, J Hus had been stabbed. He said it again, stab to your chest, say, oh man. And he said, hustler crazy, ah, squarehead. Of course, J Hus normally says hustler baby, and he said hustler crazy, and he called him a squarehead at the end. But in the track Kojo Funds made called Warning, it was a bit more direct, because he said, it's a warning, catch a pagan boring. J Hus had been stabbed, of course. It's a warning, catch a pagan snoring. Kojo Funds had the song Done Talking, and a lot of people believed he was done talking in a J Hus beef, going back and forth with him, and wanted to take this to the roads and actually do something about it. And J Hus did actually respond to this on Mo Stat's track Dealers and Robbers. He said, I thought they was done, but they're talking again. J Hus basically saying that Kojo Funds are doing more talking by even making that song, and still that they're going back and forth, and there was a clear beef, and stuff would happen in the future as well, but this was the early disses on actual tracks that they had against each other. My opinion, J Hus is probably the most versatile and one of the best artists in the UK we've got in our culture at the moment, and it looks like we're going to be seeing some new projects from him coming very, very soon. He's been dropping a lot of stuff on Instagram, little snippets of stuff that's coming. But guys, comment below who you want to see on the story next. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and press that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.